Hi, welcome to Homestead Love. I'm Danielle, and you are at my urban homestead where I am working to create a more sustainable life for my family. Follow along and learn with me. What y'all got going on today? I hope everybody had a beautiful Thanksgiving. We sure did. Today, we are working on cold stratification for some of my seeds. I was looking at the dates and I was counting out 10 weeks, and you need 10 weeks to cold stratify seeds. If you don't know what that is, it means it's a seed that is used to having seasons, and it needs a cold season before it will germinate. So you have to put it in your refrigerator or put it outside or do something with it. You have to do something with it before you can just plant it in the ground. If you plant it in the ground, it's probably not going to come up for 2 years, and that's if the seeds are still viable after 2 years. So cold stratification, here we go. Okay, so cold stratification. I mentioned 10 weeks. So you need a minimum of 10 weeks for these seeds to be in 40-degree temperatures or less. So you can just take them, put them in something like this, but you need to keep them moist. So I'm going to layer these in these little plastic containers, and then I'll put lids on them to seal them up. And I'll keep an eye on them for the next 10 weeks to make sure they stay moist, and I'll mist them if I have to, but 10 weeks. You could put them in peat if you wanted to. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. But what seeds am I doing this with, right? So here we are, seed talk time. The first one that I thought about it with, and I was like, oh crap, I bet you I have to do that. And I was right, I did have to do that. Elderberries. So I'm going to take some elderberry seeds, I'm going to put it in here, and I'll mister, or just get it wet, whatever. And I'll put it in the fridge or outside. I haven't decided whether I'm putting them in the fridge or outside. What do you guys think I should do? Leave me a comment. I think it's going to be too cold in the outside for them. That's way more than I wanted. So yeah, okay. Little elderberry seeds, you gotta be good. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna layer them in here like this. Let me see how many more I have. I can't remember. Oh yeah. Now last time we talked vines, and that we're doing grapevines, strawberry vines. Those need cold stratification too. But these are new. I'm gonna plant some dwarf trees this year, and they need cold stratification. So we've got apple, we've got cherry, which we had a cherry tree when I was growing up, and I miss it a lot. Cherries are delicious. I don't miss pitting cherries, but it's what it is. We'll figure that out when the time arises. And then a pear. We're gonna do a pear tree, and I think I only have 8 pear seeds. I have a bunch of apple seeds, of course. Something I already have in my pantry. I wanted to have more. And then 10 cherry seeds. So I don't know. We'll see how many are viable, how many we can get to grow. I'm not planning on planting all 10 cherry trees, or all apple, or even all 8 pear. But we'll see what happens with them. I might start some other ones and take them to the farmer's market and sell them. I haven't decided yet. So yeah, I think that's it. That has to be cold stratified. So we've got elderberry. I'm going to label this. I'm going to label it, and I'm going to date it. It's the 29th today, I think. I'm not good at keeping track of the date. I don't really need to know very often. The months just kind of fly by for me and I'm like, oh crap. Apple, cherry, and pear. I'm gonna do all those in one. Or no, okay. Yeah, it's whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's put the apple on the bottom. I know how to recognize apple seeds, dwarf apple. I'm gonna have to get something to close these back up in. I'll just do a handful of seeds, and that way we can make sure we get one that's viable. I would like to have 2 that are viable, all of these. Okay, so then this one is going to be cherry, because that's the next one I wrote. So apple, cherry, I'm doing it in order. Keep some semblance of organization. I think all the cherry ones are going to go in, 10 of them. I'm pretty sure that I can sell some trees at the farmer's market if I get them started. And then, last but not least, the pear. That's our grapevines. Okay. Here, there's 8 of these. Alright. Here, one last little paper towel over the top so that we can make sure that they... So that's good and moist. Apple, cherry, and pear. Those are ready to go either outside or in the fridge. Elderberry. I didn't put one over the top of this, and I didn't put the lid on it yet. Just kind of left it hanging. I think, okay, so I think I'm going to do this is the elderberry is probably going to go outside. I want to make sure that it gets nice and cold and that it adjusts to my climate, because our climate is challenging for plants. Even though it's been weird these last few years, it can still be challenging for some plants. So, okay, so I gotta figure out a little bit. Alright, so then next we have strawberries and we have grapevines. So, I'd imagine this is something I could sell if I wanted to at the farmer's market too. I don't have any intention of doing that, but, you know, maybe. As of right now, I don't have any intention of doing that. I say that, but you just never know. Sometimes you change your mind about things. Alright, let's see what's going on with this thing. I don't want... So I just opened up my strawberry seeds for the first time, and check this. They sent me out a little thing, and it says, strawberry seeds need to be cold treated to encourage germination. Had I just opened the seeds themselves. Look how tiny, I don't know. Look how tiny strawberry seeds are, guys. They're so small, I always forget how tiny they are. I don't know why. We see them constantly. If you look at the strawberry, they're like right on the outside of the strawberry. Oh my gosh, this is going to be challenging. I'm going to have to plant the paper towel. Oh mess. Okay. So, red strawberry. Okay, so there's that. So, here, okay. Make our labels. So, 11.29 strawberry. Oops, these are vines. I need to make sure I put the vine on there. And then grape. Okay. Grape. Strawberry. There's one extra label. It's okay. I'll use it later. Alright. Those need water. And then I'll take everything except for the elderberry and I'll put it in my fridge. In the back of my fridge, probably. The elderberry I'm going to set outside. And I'll set an alarm on my phone so I don't forget to go grab it or whatever when it's time. And then as soon as my 10 weeks are up, I'm going to get them in soil. And we're going to get them growing. So that way we can see what we're left with. And I'll decide at that point what I want to keep. How many of everything I want to keep, how many I want to get rid of, whatever, and depending on how well the seeds do, if they did really well, I'll probably order more seeds from the same companies. But, if you stuck around this long, thanks for hanging out with me today, and I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day.